What's up, military millionaires? Today I want to talk to you about how to create financial freedom in just one enlistment. These are the things that I wish somebody had laid out for me when I joined, and I am confident that following this blueprint will result in massive wealth building for you. That being said, I can't give away this information for free, so make sure you give me one like button and throw a subscribe in there if you're feeling generous. That way, I don't know, it just helps the channel grow, which is really all I'm in it for. So, intro. This video is going to be geared towards somebody's first enlistment, but the information is applicable no matter where you are in the process. Now, I wanted to create this short guide to achieving financial freedom in one enlistment, because I think there are some simple, actionable steps you can take in order to build wealth in the military. Now, I wish I had known this when I first joined, so make sure you pay attention because I'm telling you these are the secrets. The Thrift Savings Plan. The very first thing you should do is invest in the Thrift Savings Plan, or TSP. You should contribute at minimum 5% of your paycheck into the TSP, no matter what. With the new blended retirement system, if you contribute 5% of your paycheck into the TSP, you will receive a 5% match from the government, guaranteed. That is an instant 100% return on your investment and basically a 5% pay raise. So make sure you take advantage of it, right? I can't stress this enough. That is literally the best guaranteed return you'll ever get. 100% guaranteed return and a pay raise. You're just missing out on if you don't do it. Now, I recommend you contribute much more money into the TSP than this, especially when you first join the military. The closer you can get to maxing out your contributions, $19,500 a year at this time, the better off you'll be. Compound interest is magical, and the more you can contribute at an early age, the better. To put this in perspective, if you put in 10% of your paycheck at 18, I would probably have to put in like 20% of my paycheck right now, even though I make more money, to match the returns that it'll be at by the time we're 60. Compound interest is magical, and the more you can contribute at an early age, the better. For most young service members, you should probably contribute to the Roth TSP as opposed to the traditional TSP, but that's personal preference and I have some other videos on it. The main difference is that the traditional, you pay taxes later, and with the Roth, you pay taxes now. Personally, I would rather pay the taxes now because there's a really good chance that you'll be in a higher tax bracket during retirement if you play your cards right and follow this video. That was supposed to be like a card trick. What's that guy? Isn't there like an Andre Gique? Whatever. There are a few reasons the TSP is where you need to start. It's completely automated, and it takes literally zero effort or mental energy once you're set up, right? It's a low fee, tax advantage retirement account that will compound and grow forever. It'll do one of these. Because of the above bullet, grow forever and compound, you can set up your retirement account at an early age, which means you can afford to take some decent risks in life because your retirement is secure. Your TSP balance counts towards cash reserves for your lender when you're buying real estate, which means that you can take whatever that balance is and it'll help you qualify for a bigger loan. You can take a TSP loan, or you can liquidate your TSP if an emergency arrives in life and you absolutely have to use the money. Although I don't recommend doing this unless you have to, but you can. Track your spending. The simple act of tracking where your money goes will allow you to make better financial decisions and slash expenses. If you don't know where the money's going, you'll never be able to keep it from going there, right? You will probably be surprised by how much money is going towards groceries, eating out, or just aimless spending. So for that reason, if you can start tracking your spending, you'll be able to curb unplanned expenses and save more money to invest. Now, you don't need to do this with some crazy spreadsheet. I definitely don't. Your bank most likely has a way to show you what categories your money's going to, and there are several budgeting apps out there that can actually do this for you. I personally hate tracking my spending, so I use a different approach to budgeting, but I know my numbers, I don't exceed them, and then, whatever. So I use the budgeting envelope system, and I've got videos on that. Check it out. Increase your savings gap. Your savings gap is the amount between your income and expenses. Let's say that you earn $5,000 a month and spend $4,500 a month. Your savings gap is $500 a month, or 10% of your income. The fastest way to achieve financial freedom is to increase your savings gap and invest that money. My friend Doug Nordman wrote a pretty detailed article about how long it will take you to achieve financial freedom based on the amount of money you save. There are two ways to increase your savings gap, and you can either A, slash your expenses, or B, increase your income. Oh, and by the way, in case I forget to mention it, I will link to Doug's video down below, or it's also the blog post. Personally, I think slashing your expenses is the place to start. There are several ways to increase your income, but if you don't have your expenses under control, you risk eating away at the extra income as well, right? You're adding income into this thing that's just eating everything. Get your expenses under control first. The bottom line is this: the more money you save and invest, the faster you'll achieve financial freedom. It is as simple as that. It really is. And then we've got the VA loan house hack. The VA loan is an incredibly powerful loan product. Available to veterans, house hacking happens to also be my favorite real estate investing strategy for new investors. Now, the VA loan house hack is without a doubt one of the most powerful wealth builders in your repertoire as a military real estate investor. Woo. The basic premise here is that you can buy a 2, 3, or 4 unit home with the VA loan for $0 down. And then you live in one of the units while you rent the remaining units out to cover your living expenses. This is an incredible strategy to get you into real estate investing world affordably, and to learn how to be a landlord while saving a ton of money that you would have been spending on your housing expenses anyway. Not only are your tenants helping you pay off your mortgage, but you're also slashing your living expenses, raising your savings rate in order to reinvest that money to make more money. All right. And then VA loan house hack again. Yeah, again. Yes, again. Assuming you did this properly, you'll most certainly be convinced of how powerful it is. When you get orders, rent your first house hack out and purchase another one at the new duty station to do this again. Now, you'll have anywhere from 4 to 8 units, and all but one of them are rented, paying down your expenses. If you buy these properties in such a way that they cash flow consistently, you'll be able to hold them through market cycles, even when the value of homes drop. Depending on how much of your entitlement you used on the first house hack, what market you are moving to next, and a few other variables, you might be able to use the VA loan again for this next home. If you would like more details on this geared towards your specific situation, please fill out the short form at my website. I'll link below. And we use it to connect you with one of our VA recommended lenders or agents to ensure that you're taken care of, right? Because there's a lot of agents and lenders who just don't understand this stuff. Now, even if that's not the case, right? You should have a solid chunk of money saved because you were saving while you were in the first house hack, and you can use it down as a FHA loan or even just 5% down on a conventional loan on your next home. So you're still set up for another house hack. You'll also be able to use 75% of the gross rental income from your first house hack and the units you plan to rent out of the next one towards your debt to income ratio for the second property. It really is this simple. Now, definitely check out my book, The No BS Guide to Military Life: How to Build Wealth, Get Promoted, and Achieve Greatness for more information about achieving financial freedom while serving in the military. There are so many opportunities for service members to build wealth, but I prefer to keep things simple. You shouldn't have to eat ramen noodles for 4 years in order to achieve financial freedom. You should absolutely be able to enjoy your life in the process. For those of you asking, the No BS Guide to Military Life comes out on April 1st, and I really hope that doesn't turn into the worst April Fool's joke ever, because it's got to come out that day. I should be done with everything. I'm recording the audiobook right now. So when you see this video, if it's not done yet, let me know. I'll post a link down. I need to post a link in the description for like pre-buy or getting on the list, or you should probably figure out that whole marketing thing. But look, the book's going to change your life. You're going to change your life. And you're going to build wealth and leave the military a happy man or woman. Best of luck. And don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, or like and subscribe to the channel.